just got a call and you have an appointment with a seller tomorrow, but you have no listing presentation set up. Well, join me today. We're going to get that set up for you, and you're going to have it, and you're going to be prepared, and you're going to rock that appointment. Let's go. Hey everybody, it's your favorite tech trainer, Bren Brewer, and we are going into designs today. So go ahead and log in a command at agent.kw.com, agent.kw.com, and let's go into designs. It's the third icon or applet from the bottom. Looks like a little paintbrush. Click on that. Then on the upper right hand corner, we're going to click on Create Design. And we're going to click on Print because we might want to print this out and we might not. But for now, we're going to click on Print. Click Continue. And then on the left hand sidebar menu, we're going to click on Listings. And we're going to click on Listing Presentation. And then all these templates come up for you. Whichever one appeals to you, you would just hover your mouse over, and then you would click the Use button in the top right corner. So I like this one. Let's click on Use. And so now you can see we have our listing presentation template. Move my face over here just a minute, and I'm going to click Skip on this little Open Pages menu. So we have our template. Here on the bottom right hand corner, we have our pages. I'm going to click on that because the first thing I need to do is I need to go through and get rid of all the pages I don't want to use. So of course I don't want a seller to know that this is my template, so I am going to get rid of that page. So I click on the Pages button in the bottom right hand corner, hover my mouse over the page I want to delete, click on the three dots, and then click on Delete. Do you want to delete the current design? I'm going to click Yes. And I'm going to go through and I'm going to do this for every page that I do not want inside of this listing presentation. Now I'm deleting the comparable properties because I do a comparative market analysis in my MLS and I print some stuff out from there. So I don't necessarily want this in my listing presentation. If you want it in there, keep it in there. It's up to you. But I don't want to come to this and have to update that much information every time I go to use it. I just want it kind of like a grab and go type of listing presentation. So I'm going to go ahead and delete this. Okay, I think all these pages look good. I'm going to go back to page 1 and I'm going to start actually customizing this to me. And so if you have a listing presentation, if you have an appointment and you know the name of your clients, you can put their name in here. So I'm going to click on the name, and then I'm going to click on this typewriter button. It looks like a domino in the top here. Looks like a domino. I'm going to click that and it's going to bring the information up closer. I'm going to type in my client's name and then click Save Changes. And then here, where my picture is in the bottom, I'm going to click on my picture and I'm going to click on, because I've already uploaded my headshots to my assets, my headshots should be showing up here. So I'm going to click on the Replace Image button. It's the circle arrows over the image I want to put in that circle. Right, so there we go. That goes right in there. I don't have to resize or anything. And then I have to put in my information. So I'm going to click on the text I want to change, click on the typewriter button, and put in my name. Click Save Changes. And I'm going to repeat that process for the rest of the text on this page. Now make sure that you click on the logo and put in your actual logo for your office. If you have a Royal Realtors logo here, that's a team logo. So if you're on a team, you can replace that with your team logo. If you're not on a team, just select it and click the delete button on your computer. And then also pay attention to the very small text in fine print. If you can't see it, you can click, this is a zoom button. So let's make it bigger so we can see. And as you can see, this is a different address. So I need to click the typewriter and change this name and change the address. Save Changes. Now everything on this page should be good. I don't like that that went on a second line, so I'm just going to drag this over I may even pull this logo over here and make this come over here. That way it's all on one line. That looks great. Let me move my face so you can see mine. So yes, I like this. I like this a lot. So my page 1 is good. Page 2 I don't think needs too much. So it's kind of just like a contents page, property, timeline, marketing plan representing your home. So let me go on to page 3. Here is where you will have to upload a photo of the property. So you can do a drive-by, take a picture, that way you can use it. Or sometimes I like to go to Google and the Street View and snap a screenshot of their house. And then you can put in here, based on information from your local MLS, what their property was last sold for and when, the information about the property. Make sure you change the address, and then also read all the paragraphs on each page, because this talks about Barton Hills. Barton Hills is not a neighborhood that I am even near or in my MLS. So make sure you change everything that says Barton Hills and you change all the information in this paragraph. It's very important that you customize this. This is just sample text for you to use. Once you change all this, let me show you how to change the picture. So you're going to click on the image, and on the left-hand side, you're going to go to Images. If you do not have an image already in your assets, you can click on Add, and then upload an image from your computer. And I don't have any images of homes, but if I did, I would click that, and then click Open, and then I would click on the Replace Image button to put that in this section. Okay? Once I have all of this updated, I'm going to replace the text on every item just like I did on the last page. And then I'm going to go on to the next page. Right? So this is also talking about Barton Hills. I'm going to change that to whatever neighborhood this home is in. And then I'm also going to change this market snap. So that's when I would go over to KWLS, click on snapshots, and click in the search bar and search. And I'm going to click on the drop down arrow next to the neighborhood that I'm looking for. And it's going to upload all the possible neighborhood snaps. This one is just like that one. I'm going to hover my mouse over and click replace. And that's going to replace the neighborhood snap with information that is like mine. Now, if you're like me and you don't like this little NA on things, you can add a shape. I'm just going to add a square. I'm going to make it a little bit smaller to cover that average sold price, because we don't need the average sold price. In Texas, we don't disclose that, but we can put a range. So if you want to put a range in white over this, you can, but I'm just going to change that to black. And actually, I'm going to use the eyedropper, get this color, and click apply. That way it's the same color, and then you can't even see that little NA that's there. I'm also going to make sure that this is moved a little bit because it's all up in my words. So let's move this a little bit. And then I'm going to go through all these words and change them to match the neighborhood that I'm working on. So Barton Hills has got to be changed to Coles Crossing over the XXX time period. So we have to change that to over the, last 6 months. Or whatever time period you pulled up when you were running comps. You have to change the average list prices. Has that increased 25% or decreased 25% or stayed the same? Make sure you put that information in there, and make sure you read through all of this and make sure it doesn't need customizing. You're going to go through and you're going to do this for every page. Okay? Make sure that you go through and you do not miss anything. If you'd like me to proof it for you, I can help you with that just to make sure you didn't miss anything, but I want to go through these and make sure. Now, these check boxes are missing So I'm going to go through and just delete those. If you have other things you want to add, you can definitely type inside and add more things that you want to put about the process. Read through here and make sure that that is the process that you would want, that works for your area. And we're just going to go to the next page. Talks about the custom marketing plan. This next page talks about finding your buyer. I'm going to leave that in. It's very generic and I don't see anything I need to customize. Best in class promotional assets. That looks good. Next page. Media plan. That looks good. I'm not going to change anything there. Strategic promotion. This is exactly how I'm going to market their property. It looks like a really good strategy. I'm going to leave it. Open house strategy. That looks good. I'm going to leave it. Nothing to customize. Nothing to customize here. Now, real expertise, real experience page. This page is going to be your numbers. If you're a new agent and you don't have any numbers, you can remove this page or you can use your office numbers. Okay, so you're going to go through and you're going to make sure that you change all these numbers because these are not your numbers. These are made up numbers. So make sure you go through and you change all these numbers. Put your photo in here. And your name and your information and that kind of thing. So just make sure that you customize all of this. There's also some fine print that you need to be aware of that you need to change. So that would be here. And then you also need to change your brokerage logo. This DBA name is not a real logo. So I'm just going to change that real quick. So go through, change all of this, customize it to you. Same thing with the numbers. So you have years in business, clients served, repeat clients, clients served in 2019. You could change that to 2021 since this is 2022. And then these are more of your numbers. Median sales price, average days on the market for your listings, things like that. If you don't have those numbers, just delete this page by clicking on the three dots and click delete. You don't have to have this page in here. Promise you, sellers are not going to know. Now, credentials and awards. This is for Keller Williams. If you have received awards, you can put your own in here. But if you have not, just click on the words you want and or the dates and click delete, and you can leave it like this. And I'm just going to keep on going. Leading the industry, nothing to change. Testimonial page. If you're a new agent, you don't have testimonials, just delete this page. If you have testimonials, go copy and then come in here and highlight and paste. And then don't forget to change your client's name here and how long they've been a client of yours. So, you know, if I had Joe Smith, he's been a client since 2015, I would put that there and I would change this to his actual review that's either on my Zillow, my Google, my Facebook, somewhere that they've already left me a review. I would just copy and paste that into this section and I'm going to repeat that 3 times at least for this page. If you don't have any reviews, again, just click on the 3 dots and click delete and it's going to remove that page. The promise page, read through it. It doesn't have anything to update. Selling safely, read through, it doesn't have anything to update. The bottom line, good page, read through, doesn't have anything to update. My app, the seamless way to sell. Okay, so this is your app for the consumer or your client to download. There's nothing to update on this page except these little X's right here. And so we're going to have to go to a new tab. Go into command. We're going to click on the consumer icon on the bottom. We're going to click on site and app settings. And we're going to click on URLs right here. And that's going to give us our, see where it says app URL? And these last digits are your app code. So we're going to click copy. And I am going to go back, where is it, to command. And I am going to paste this here. And then you don't really have to have the HTTPS, so I'm just going to take that out. But it's app.kw.com/ and then those digits are custom to you. So don't use mine. That'll go to my app and you'll have them downloading my app. Use your own and make sure you go back into the consumer section, site and app settings, and then URLs. And you'll see you have your domain and then you have your app URL. Once you change that, click Save Changes. Those little X's will change right there and you're good to go on to the next page. And this is the last page. How do I get in touch? Change your address. Change everything in this box by clicking on the typewriter and go change all your name and your email and your website. Put your app link in there, click Save Changes, then change your logo. Make sure you get that blue highlight around it. Go over to your logo, click Replace Logo, move it up just a little bit, click on the address below, click on the typewriter, and put in your market center information here and your market center's address. And that's going to be different for all of you. Once you update that, click Save Changes, and now your listing presentation is done. You're going to come up here, you're going to name your listing presentation, and then you're going to click on Download. This is an important step because in this first drop-down box, you can download it as a PDF standard or PDF for printing. If you are going to print this out and take it with you, download it as PDF for printing. Then, this important second step in this box, you have to click which pages you want. I'm going to click on all pages and then I'm going to click on Download. It's going to give it a minute. You can see up here it's preparing. Once that's done, you're just going to save it to your computer. And then you have a PDF file of this presentation ready to go. Now, once you get it all customized and saved, the only thing you have to do when you go to a new appointment is come in and go to page 1 and 3, 1, 2, and 3, and change out the pictures and information about the property and the neighborhood. It's actually page 1 through 4. Change all of this. And those are the only 4 pages you'll have to customize once you do this your first initial time. That way you'll have it customized to the person you're meeting about their property, and then you'll just follow those same steps by customizing, and you can download it again and take it with you to the next one. Alright, you guys, I cannot wait to see your listing presentations. Hope this helps you get prepared for your next appointment, and let me know in the comments if you have any questions. Talk to you soon.